What's up, fellas?
Hi.
This is Mini Studio Bros coming at you out of a podcast from Casey's Ponderosa.
Yep.
Casey, the war boss here.
The war boss.
There you go. And you got Sean right here as the corn dog. Not with the corn dog, but is the corn dog. We don't want to get any weird innuendos.
I like corn dogs.
Me too.
Do you like corn dogs?
That's how I got the name.
Especially the fresh hand-dipped ones.
Yeah. Deep fried.
That's the best.
Yes.
This podcast is off to a great start.
I love it.
Yeah, welcome back. Thanks for joining us again today. Been a minute, but we're back. We're trying to find a groove with what we got going on. Let's see. Today's Memorial Day.
It is.
So it's like one of the rare times we can gather.
True.
do any production of
Thanks
anything.
for any vets out there for their service, by the way.
Yeah. Well, this is for people that are dead.
Correct. But still, it's the vets.
Anyway, yeah. So we got some ribs. Yeah, we'll go over the menu for today.
Yeah.
So all you people are jealous.
Yeah.
All 5 of you that listen. No, I'm picking. We got ribs. We got chicken wings.
About, 2 pounds of bacon? Or is that a pound of bacon? Is it big? No, that was a 3-pound pack.
It is, but we've only excuse me. We've only got about a third of it on, so I guess a pound right now, maybe less than a pound.
Okay.
But yeah, gonna have some sausage on a little later. It's gonna be a good day. Got our hops.
Yeah.
Hobbies and hops. Is that what it's called? Hobbies and hops. Does that sound good?
That might be the name of this podcast. Hobby and Hops.
Yeah, not to be confused with
Beers and base
brews and base
That's
coats.
what it is. Brews and base
Because it could be sweet tea, as I said. It could be sweet tea. I don't know.
Or coffee.
Yeah, they're all 3 brewed.
Yeah, that's true.
Or brews. Why is it when I start recording I need to cough the entire time?
It's all good.
There it went. Oh gosh. All right, before we devolve into a food channel, it's going to be kind of a random shooting from the hip kind of day.
Yeah.
Because we just want to get something recorded. But we do have some topics lined up. You want to just pick one, Sean, and we'll go from there?
We'll start off with something that's a little... Well, I think everybody actually has to go through, which is having a relationship in real life. Mm-hmm. And then also trying to hobby.
A significant other relationship.
Yeah, yes.
I thought, yes.
Casey, the war boss, and I are married to women that are not, each other, but we're married to... We have wives.
I got weird quick.
It did. We have some wives. And
we have some wives.
they don't really... I think they're indifferent, but they also care about how much time and monetary value we invest into our hobby.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
I don't know. Budgeting wise, my wife would prefer me not to spend a single dime. But that's impossible.
I think their feeling is mutual.
Oh, yeah.
For both of our wives, yeah.
My wife thinks I have too much at this point. But I don't think the hobby...
She doesn't understand.
My wife doesn't have that misunderstanding or the understanding. She knows that I find joy in it. Mm-hmm. So she's happy to let me find the joy in it. But she doesn't like how much it can cost.
Yeah, it's expensive. It is a hobby. Any hobby you're going to do is going to cost money. Unless you can find ways to supplement it.
Unless your hobby is picking your nose. That's pretty much free.
You're digging for gold, aren't you?
Yeah.
Old dad joke right there. But yeah, unless you can find a way to supplement it by selling your wares or goods through your hobby, just to kind of keep it going. And that's kind of what we do with our little paint studio.
Yeah.
But it doesn't quite pay a lot of the hobby funds, but it's something. It's something. It keeps us going at least.
Yeah, I would have to say that I don't think that all the commissions and the selling of models and what I've done has paid for a quarter of what I've invested into my hobby.
Yeah. My excuse for getting a lot of stuff was I told my wife was I'll just sell it. I'll just buy this paint and sell it. And it's not as easy as that sounds.
No. Once you start painting it, you start growing attached to it.
I do, and I just don't get enough time to paint stuff to sell. I got a few things up on eBay, but I still need more. And between 2 commissions I have kind of on the regular right now and my personal stuff, there's not a lot of time to kind of do other projects, which I do have others. But, you know, and that's going to kind of lead us into another part of this topic of time. And we can go back to the financial part of it in a minute, but time, I pretty much paint every day. Like, I'll go in the room, my hobby room, because I actually have a room, which is awesome. A lot of people don't that are in the hobby. They have their kitchen table. Right. That's where I started. I started on the kitchen table. I kept all my supplies and miniatures on my bedroom floor, which is scary if you think about it. As you drop something or you fall or kick something, that's it for that many. But I tend to spend about 2 hours a day painting. Sometimes, excuse me, just 10 minutes because I'm just wore out because of work. But what I try to do before the evening is I'll interact with my kids. Or when we're having supper, talk to each other. Or on weekends, I'll sacrifice painting all day to just go do something.
Yeah.
With the family. In the beginning, I don't know about the very beginning, but it kind of evolved into I was playing a lot of games actually, and my wife told me, "It's like you're never here on the weekends. I don't like this, and that's just the playing part. When I'm painting, I'm at least home, but I had to dial that back. I've had to really dial that back to playing, and now I just really don't have the time. It's weird." But it did kind of affect my marriage slightly for a little while, a year or two ago. Where she just got upset. She's like, "Hey, I don't like this.
Yeah.
You're spending every weekend. I don't see you. I can't do anything. I'm stuck at home with the kids," which isn't fair to her. But I mean, now we try to rotate out weekends, if at all possible. So that's one way you can kind of, as far as time goes, just try to rotate out days. Give and take. Let her go do something for a day while you take care of the kids. Luckily, mine are at an age where they kind of take care of themselves. I got a 9 and a 7-year-old, and they kind of do what they want. They can feed themselves. Once you get to the point where they can feed themselves, it's so much easier. It's so much easier when they can pour a bowl of cereal and then pour some milk and just eat, and you don't have to do it. It's a simple task, but it makes a big difference mentally for parents. And then go to the bathroom and feed themselves. That's huge. It's a big milestone. But yeah, you gotta give and take. You gotta give and take with it because it can and has affected me. As far as money goes, I see a couple commissions drying up soon that I've had steady, and now I'm gonna start panicking on how to make PayPal credit payments. It's like, snap, what am I gonna do now? I gotta hustle and paint more stuff. But I mean, we're in a position where we can take care of it. But I did tell my wife in the beginning, "Oh, my stuff I sell is going to help pay for all this. Don't you worry about this. I'll take care of this." And now I really have to do it.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know if I can. May have to start thinking outside of the box. May have to start mowing yards. I don't know.
I think for me, I'd like to... The hobby hasn't affected my marriage yet. And I don't think it will get to the point that it will affect my marriage. I don't really go out on weekends as often as some folks do. We don't have any kids, so I have the opportunity to do so. But I think I'm usually too busy. I'm also on call, rotating on call on weekends.
At your place of work.
Yeah. So usually when I'm on call, I try not to leave the house because I don't want to get invested in something and then feel resentment towards my job because
you have to leave.
Correct.
In the middle of a game and sorry.
Yep. Sorry. Go. Yeah, and then that also creates resentment from other players against me as well. So I usually do something when I'm not on call. Here recently, though, I've been playing a game. I think I played twice last month. 2 weekends last month.
It's better than me.
Yeah. The first time I played, I think I played 2 games in one day. That was against you.
In one day?
Yeah, then I played... oh, no, I guess that was the weekend.
That was the tornado weekend.
That was the weekend
we last
I played.
played.
Yeah, we played Friday.
In the evening, we had to call it short. Yeah.
And then Saturday I came in and played against Brian. Mm-hmm. So it was 2 in a weekend.
That's pretty good. That's back to back. Woo!
And then I think the following weekend I had to go in because I was on call for work. And then I didn't get much done. And I think later on that weekend, Josh Taylor invited me over to his house. I got a game in. Orcs versus Salamanders. That would have been a good game to record because that was it was model to model. I think it was like he had 3 miles left. I had like 2 or 4.
Oh, those are so much fun when they go down.
Nuts.
Oh, that's fun when they go down to that.
And then this past, not this weekend, but the weekend before last, I played against Jared against his Eldar. Mm-hmm. With my death card, and he was tearing me up. He made a fatal mistake of periling, trying to kill my demon prince.
And that's when I intervened. I was the mean guy.
Well, no, this was the last thing he did.
Okay.
Yeah, so he rolled a 3 up to continue the game to turn 6. Went towards my demon prince to get a smite off. Smites him with a double 6, perils and kills himself, and that was his last model on the
ground.
table.
Boots on the ground, yeah.
Outside of a jet.
Yeah, when you perils and die, nothing happens except bad things.
Right.
Yeah, but was it a round or 2 earlier? I'm like, oh, actually, you die and you hurt people around you, and your power doesn't go off. I felt so bad telling him that. Yeah. I mean, that's the rules, but I just felt bad because he's like, oh, he died, but the power went off. I'm like, nah. No, I felt bad. I did. Are we waffling already?
No.
We're waffling.
No. I'm trying to cover the same bases as you did from my perspective. Mm-hmm. But I don't know. What I do, I don't get the pain every day. Mm-hmm. My wife and I are trying to work out every other day, kind of trim down the weight. We want to have kids here soon, and I don't want to be the fat dad.
It's the dad bod. I'm working towards it.
Yeah, but I think that's something you grow into. I don't know. My dad was a chunky dad when I was growing up.
Mine too.
And I got made fun of.
He was obese.
Yeah. So I didn't want to put my kid through that, so I decided to.
I got you.
Hunker down on it. But the so between working out, working late some nights, on call, I probably get to paint about every other day than a weekday. And on Saturdays, usually around 8 o'clock at night, I'll hit the paint table and I'll paint till like 11, midnight, maybe 1 o'clock in the morning if I'm lucky, and really just dig into something. Yeah. The recordings that we've been doing, doing videos and stuff, has really helped me out with getting painting done because it's an excuse.
Hobby motivator.
It's that, and it's an excuse to tell my wife, hey, I got to do a video tonight. Because she's enjoying the videos. So she watches them. She watches yours. She watches mine.
Mine cares less.
Oh, really?
She cares nothing for the hobby or anything I'm doing with it. I forced her to subscribe to the channel.
That's hilarious.
To get us another sub count. And that was it. That's all she's done. She hasn't viewed anything. I don't think she's liked anything.
My wife is loving the videos.
Yeah.
And she's
must be nice to have a wife that cares.
Well, she's giving us pointers on like how we can record better and stuff like that. She's got that.
Tell her to buy us a $2,000 camera, and we're set.
Yeah. So me telling her to buy us, it's you telling me to buy us. I wish we could, man. I was at the store last night. Yesterday. I was telling you about that. I wanted to get a new rig. I want to grow fast with the technology instead of just organically going with it. But I don't know. I think that's my impulsive.
Well, I believe a better quality would attract some people. I mean, I look at my videos with just my phone, and it doesn't look that great.
I don't think it'd be a little better though.
Well, I mean, they can. Let's see if this phone's still working here. Oh, we're good.
Okay.
Just timed out. All right.
But yeah, I think maybe better qualities would bring in a new group of people,
or at least keep some people around.
Yeah.
I don't know about bringing, but
Miniac, it's got some. I think Miniac is like the bar of like what high end quality hobby videos look like.
Yeah. Or
I don't think I could ever match what he does though.
No, I don't want to copy it. I just want the quality.
That's
visual and audio quality. I don't want to copy what he's doing. Maybe some nods here and there.
Yeah.
But I don't just to have the quality there would be nice.
Yeah.
But I don't know anything about the technology.
I'm no techie guy.
I'm not.
But the video and audio world is like outside of my realm of knowledge.
I gotcha.
It's some research involved I have to do.
Gotcha.
I've never been. That's a whole nother beast. There's actual engineers that do that for a living, and I'm not that engineer.
Gotcha.
But yeah, I think for me, subsidizing hobby and stuff, I do a lot of like online surveys for gift cards. That's how I get a lot of my paints or spare models here and there. Once or twice a year, I'll actually blow some cash on some action models, and I'll get a big, decent lot. I think that's my problem, though. I buy more than I can paint.
It's everybody.
And I have a huge backlog of stuff. I was going through my death card and realized how many death cards. Just like look, even the videos I've been doing. My wife was pointing them out. It's like that base isn't done. That base isn't done. Like the model might be painted, but the bases need to be done. I'm like,
that's funny.
I still got to do those. I have a box of Plague Marines I haven't touched, and these are the specialized looking, like the awesome looking ones that need to be put together and painted.
And speaking of not being done, the game I had the other day against John with his knights, I forgot a regular mech at home, and I had to proxy again.
Did you really?
Yeah. Luckily, I had a boy primed, and I just quickly slapped some green on his skin from the paints at the store, and so he was at least painted. Green skin. Black everything else, but green skin. We got dog toys squeaking. There we go. Yeah. Pause first. All right, we're back after that intermission. Had to check on some bacon. Had to put the dog out. He was getting the squeaky toy out. Can't have that.
Yeah.
Just professionalism abounds.
Trying
here.
the most.
So I guess we've kind of covered. We're kind of at the 18-minute mark. I mean, that's pretty good time on spouses, relationships in the hobby. And a quick little caveat, whatever the word is, like with my kids, I do try to interact with them. Go out and throw the ball around. Neither one of them are too keen on baseball or whatever, but I'll go out, get on the trampoline, wrestle with them, throw a ball around for like 30 minutes, and then I'm back inside. They kind of give out before I do. They get kind of bored. And come back inside.
The wife and I one of us cook dinner, and I watch a couple TV shows. Around 7:30, 8 o'clock, that's when I'm actually 100% hobbied in.
Yeah.
That's when, so I try to give the wife my time. Because I know previously, just like you, I was addicted to video games.
Oh, yeah.
And so she did not like that, because I got home, and then I would bake dinner. He was like, I'll make a PB&J if you're not going to cook anything. And I was like, in like Flynn with the video games.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, that's a little side topic, not necessarily related to miniature or hobby painting. But I can say, this is going to sound weird now that I'm thinking about it. I guess it rescued me from video games. I was starting to play out of them anyway because they're just expensive and I don't have time. Was it $60 for a new
basically
game? I mean, think about that if you had just 10 games.
$600.
Exactly.
That's
just 10 games.
That's a 2,000 point army easily.
Yeah, that's just 10 games. But I like I said, I was kind of falling out anyway by the time I got into the hobby.
Yeah.
But I would do that too. I would just come home and play. I would be late for work because I would oversleep from staying up too late playing stuff. And after a few times of that happening, I'm like, all right, I got to do something. This is too much. And somebody I've grown to kind of know through interacting on Messenger is Dan Adam from Paint All the Minis.
Yeah.
I'm probably going to butcher how he puts it, but basically he looks at spending money on miniatures as a form of entertainment. As in, say if you go to the movies or you buy a video game, you're paying money for entertainment. Well, that movie's only going to be a few hours long. 2, 3, whatever.
Yeah.
The video game you may finish in 10 hours, and then your entertainment's gone. But when it comes to miniature painting, you, however long it takes you to build and paint, excuse me, be it an hour, 10 hours, whatever, you can still reuse that mini in your games. It has an endless amount of replay value, which in the long run has more value, entertainment value, and financial value than the games or the movies you watch. There's more value in them because there's an infinite number of uses for them.
That's true.
Maybe not infinite, but but it's great when you get minis that can be used across different platforms, or we just get a bunch of games in. I mean, shoot, an average game for me is 4 to 6 hours for Warhammer. That's one game.
With you, yes.
Hey, we did ours in, I think, under 4 hours.
We've had a game that we did in 2 hours before. And I think that's because we were on a time restraint. And we got all 5 turns done. But normally, you and I will just shoot
shoot the bull.
Yeah.
6 hours later, it's turn 3. Whose turn is it? I don't know.
And our wives are complaining about wanting to go home.
And then there's beer bottles lining the counter, and it's like, I don't know what we're doing.
We have a good time.
Yes,
we do.
But, like I said, now I spend my time actually doing something physical, tangible, that I can see and be proud of when I'm finished.
Sure.
Now, ultimately, it's kind of a dark reality that either I'll sell my stuff or I'll eventually grow old and die, and my stuff will either be tossed in a bin or sold at a garage sale for mere pennies.
Well, I do want to bring in that as like a good transition into that subject. Why? And this is something I've never understood. Why buying miniatures from somebody else that's been painted well doesn't hold a value that's equal to retail or more?
What do you mean by, hang on, like painted to what level? I mean, what?
So let's say like a tabletop ready miniature. Mm-hmm. That's, our tabletop version is different from what a tournament tabletop would be, which is 3 paints and a wash. Mm-hmm. Our version of tabletop, we like to hit the details, we like to make it look nice and all that other stuff. But a lot of times, when like in the world of trading and selling and buying used miniatures, a lot of times you're going to get a really good deal versus going and buying through retail. Mm-hmm. I never understood why there's such a horrible deflation in the value of what you're purchasing outside of the box.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, if it's a bad paint job, I can see that. Somebody just trying to get rid of it.
Correct.
But I think if it's a decent paint job, I don't know if it'll go for less. I mean,
I bought some pretty decently painted. Like I have a mech I bought that's fine cast, painted really well. It was, you could tell it was painted before washes were a big thing. But I threw some washes on it, cleaned it up, and did some, a little bit of edge highlighting. It looks phenomenal. I didn't have to put maybe 20 minutes of my actual time into getting to where I would like it. Yeah. Because he did a good job. He still sold that one miniature for $10. And HQs usually go for $20.
That may be a person just trying to get some cash or out of the hobby.
That's
or get
true.
Out of the hobby.
I get it. But it seems to be, what I'm saying is that seems to be the culture in selling pre-owned models.
Yeah. A lot of pre-owned stuff I see is just unpainted. Yeah, people just will get it, go deep into it, build it, and be like, I don't feel like painting this, and just sell it. Like on all the trade swap sites, it's just all mostly unpainted stuff. I'm like, why are you people just either buying this built or building it, and just I don't get it. What are you doing?
That's what I prefer buying is built grade models.
Me too, because I hate building.
Gotta put those people on this earth for people like you and I.
If it's built, I'm buying it.
Yeah.
I'll pay a premium for it if it's built. I mean, really, it's not like it's used. It's hard to give it a new and used condition on eBay. So
there is. I don't like the whole new and used.
Not with miniatures.
Because, like, some of the older models I want just to have for the collection value, you know? But, like, for instance, I just bought, through the trading website on Facebook, or page, I probably got my hands on about $450 worth of orcs.
Oh, yeah, you told me.
I only paid, out of my own pocket, $45, $50, well... I had some other, so about $150 is what I paid for it out of my pocket. And then I did a trade for a knight for partial of that lot. The knight has some value, yes, but I only paid $75 for that knight, and that's not the price that I negotiated. That's just what the seller was selling it for. But so for $150 and a knight, I paid $75 for. So you say what, $225? I got $450 worth of orcs.
Nice.
That's insane to me.
I think that's people getting out of the hobby. That's how I got my 2 Stompas.
Yeah.
It was for like $70 each.
That's insane.
Somebody's just getting out of the hobby is what it was. Actually, one Stompa was in a lot. It was $300, but it had the Mecha Dread from Forge World, the Stompa. There was a couple of the smaller orc things. I honestly don't remember what it was. But it had a buttload of Space Marine stuff. It was like 40 Space Marines. 30 or 40 Space Marines. One Intercessor. Just one Intercessor. I thought that was weird.
He had regular Space Marines.
And
then
one Intercessor,
Primaries.
yeah. And then he had 4 individual sprues of Intercessors. But then he had characters. There was like 5 characters that individually would go for $30. You know, brand new retail. I forget what they were. I don't remember. But that was about a $400 value, if not more, lot. I got for $300. Somebody was just trying to get out of it. Another time when I got some tank busters and commandos. 15 of each.
Yeah.
$30 for each lot. So I got 15 commandos for $30, 15 tank busters for $30. Now the paint job looks like a 2-year-old did it and did it in 10 layers. It was bad. I showed you that one of those. But one box of tank busters in the U.S. retails for $45. One box of 5. And I got 15 for $30. The guy's name, his eBay name was Goodbye 40K. That's what his eBay name was, Goodbye. And he had other stuff, but I lost the bids on those. Why nobody bid more on those is beyond my knowledge. I guess at that moment in time, nobody that was aware of that auction wanted those. But he had some other stuff I wanted, but I didn't get it.
I will say this though. Orcs are probably the hardest army to find really good lots on. Like, really good lots on. I feel like orcs, people who have orcs, more so than not, are like gung-ho about even just like, I don't ever foresee, if I ever get out of the hobby of playing 40K, my orcs will be in a Casario cabinet, and you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And just being displayed.
Well, I want to make a diorama with mine or some one day. It's just a weird orc mentality. Most orc players just only want to play orcs. You're one of the oddballs.
Well, I got into orcs later.
But I mean, you can get boys, like 10 of them for $20.
Yeah.
Which is actually good because it retails for $29 or something.
$30 for 10, yeah.
Every now and then you'll find a good deal where somebody's just getting rid of them.
That's
like 50 of them for $40 or something. A good deal.
If I can find some of those, I found some.
They're rare and they disappear if it's buy it now.
Real
like
quick.
That, yeah.
Yeah. I think everybody who plays orcs in the world has some kind of software that just snipes anything that.
Oh, I did. I had the keyword saved on eBay for a while.
There you go.
To let me know, and it was daily. Boys were being put up. But it is odd how the value drops. No, you're right. But normally I see it on unpainted stuff or crap paint jobs is what I personally see. Like, I'm not putting my stuff up for less than retail.
I would
a lot
never
of stuff
do
I
that.
put up is usually double retail cost,
Yeah.
if not more, because of the time and effort I put into it.
I saw one of my Lordic, not my Lordic Edition, my Chaos Lords the other day at the shop to,
Really?
I forget his real Austin. Austin bought one of my Chaos Lords,
Yeah.
the Vengeance ones. You painted one of mine. I painted the other one kind of ugly. He stripped it down all that stuff and did some green stuff to it. But like,
He stripped down the one I painted?
no, I
Oh.
kept the one you painted.
Oh, I was like, oh, man.
No, I wouldn't. I kept that one.
See, not to get too far off subject, but when I sell stuff, I always wonder, are they going to strip this and start over? If so, I don't want to sell it to them.
That's fine. I
Don't
understand.
destroy my artwork.
But this was the one I sold to him was the one that I was trying out different nargle techniques to kind of make it look as gross as
Gotcha.
possible. And I understand why he would strip it down. Even I didn't too much care for the way it looked, but
Yeah.
I sold to him for $20, which is an actual HQ thing. He could have negotiated with me, I was ready for him to do so because I knew he was going to want to strip it down. I was going to want to strip it down. But he didn't. He didn't. His thing was, I gave him a help route before for free. I just said, here, take one of these help routes. I had 6.
Yeah.
And he said he was looking in the market for one. So I just gave it to him. So he was willing to pay the $20 for the...
Yeah. It's still cheaper than a new one. What's a new one, like 25?
You can't buy them.
Oh, it's not a production?
No, it's... So the Chaos Lord model is from the Chaos... the Dark... Not Dark Imperium. Dark Vengeance box. And the only way you can get them is if you buy the entire lot from that box.
Gotcha.
No one really sells that Chaos Lord by itself. And there's no model out there for a Chaos Lord unless it's in a Terminator armor or stuff like that. So you usually have to kit bash it. So I had 3 of those models and I only used 2 normally. So I was willing to give one away.
Yeah.
To sell. So
I'm listening.
I was making sure to
It's going. I just wanted
We're
to make
gonna-
sure it was going.
cut this part out.
Yeah.
But,
Cut that cough out. All of the other 20.
there you go. But yeah, so I mean, like the retail resell stuff, that's always befuddled me on why it
Yes.
never did. I am not complaining on the fact that I've got some really good deals.
But the thing is, it's built. Somebody took the effort to
Yes,
build
to me-
it. It should be worth more.
Maybe some people find that annoying, but to me, because building is the devil.
I'll pay you a brick of gold
Yes.
since it's built.
Yes.
I'll give you 2 bricks.
Those are what I'm sniping is the pre-built
Yes.
stuff. Like ship it to me, wrap it in freaking bubble wrap. I will love you forever. I'll pay. I paid one guy when I was buying Plague Marines like crazy. They were built and stuff like that, and that's sad though because Plague Marines don't take much to build. But I think I paid like $20 in shipping just for him to ship them out to me. Perfectly. And I bought. That's when I bought a lot of 45 Plague Marines.
Whew.
So I got a good deal though.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I think we've kind of worn that subject out. Though.
Yeah. I mean, we're at the 30. Hang on. It locked again. 34-minute mark. I mean, we can talk about it a little bit more. We keep it 30 minutes if you want.
Well,
We can talk about what's on the hobby table, hobby desk.
there you go.
Kind of close it out.
Okay. For me, I guess I'll start
You
this
can go first.
little conversation on.
Go first.
Um,
Don't go ahead.
Right now, I have a commission of Harlequins I'm working through. It's going slower than I anticipated, mainly because of the detail that's required to get those squares done. And I'm really trying my best to make them look uniformed and not so
Yes.
childish. But as the more I do, the better they look.
The last one you do will be the best, and you'll look back at your first one, and you go, I don't know. I don't know about that.
I just hope
if you're like me, that's how it'll go.
It's already going that way, and I'm hoping that he'll love what he gets and all this other stuff. I try not to quote too much on the commission, because if I had painted Harlequins before, with those patterns and stuff like that, I would probably have charged more, knowing that I had experience doing it.
Yeah.
But this was a first time on this, and I didn't want to charge him too much, him get burnt on what he receives. But I'm also working hard enough to make sure that he gets what he wants.
Well, if you do it right, your effort will be seen in the end.
Yeah.
I mean, when people talk about what they've done or trying to do to a mini, your efforts will normally show.
Yeah.
And it'll be worth it in the end.
He's from what he's seen on what I posted in our Discord and stuff like that, he seemed to be enthusiastic on what he's already receiving. But I just want to keep that momentum going.
Yeah.
I've been trying to weave in other stuff too. I do have some more. I have another commission I'm working on simultaneously, and this is a trade commission. Because this commission is based off of a brother who doesn't have the... Well, it's more of not the fact that he has it or not has it. He's more like me. He likes to barter. So this is more of a bartering type commission. We're trading stuff for stuff. He gets into the 3D printing world. So he's been making these custom stuff, been painting them up for him. And he's getting his son into Necrons, which is what I'm getting into.
I thought he was in the Tau.
He was in the Tau, he was in the Eldar, now he's in the Necrons.
Oh man, he's jumping ship.
So he's in Necrons now, and that's going to be something that's going to be pushed towards me. And I think I'm going to get some custom bits printed by him for some... I have some stuff I want to make into the Mech Dread, so I'm going to get some really cool customized guns and stuff. See where we can go with that. That'd be kind of fun to play with. And then I'm trying to get my orcs painted. I have been wanting to play my orcs so bad. So bad.
I keep teasing you with my games with
Yes. And I wish you would have recorded that.
I know.
Game.
I thought it was going to be an Imperium just
Destruction.
overwhelming me, but it went the opposite way.
I watch every orc game I can because I just dream of the day I'm going to be able to roast some dice and whiff on my 5-ups. But
and the cuff saves.
Yeah.
KFF.
But I'm trying to weave in that stuff too, and I believe I'm almost there now. Especially with this last purchase, I got 3 built DACA jets now. 2 built DACA jets, 1 Wasboom DACA jet, and I have 2 in the box now. So I have 5 jets.
Well, how many are painted?
2.
That's what
matters.
painted is counts. Yeah,
Right.
that's what counts. Yeah.
Do you understand how excited I am? I went from having 3 and bought 3 of them, right? And now I have 5 DACA.
I wish I had that many. I've only got 2 jets.
I don't even. You want to buy one off of me?
No.
The one that's already painted?
Nope.
Really?
Because they're too expensive for me right now.
Well, the one that I got from the lot, I'll sell to you at a good price.
Nah.
Okay.
I'll be all right.
But dude, I'm excited.
I'm putting a hold on orc purchases for the time being.
I hear you.
My army is pretty set.
Yeah, you have a pretty...
I have a lot.
I think you probably have about 20-something thousand points.
No, not
it's
that
gotta
much.
be, yeah.
It's sub, but it's above 15 probably.
Yeah. I think I actually have about 8,000 points unbuilt and built. I have 8,000 points on orcs. But you and I are the same way. I'm not bringing anything to the table unless it's painted.
Yes.
100%,
I like 100%. Yeah.
I think more, and this is going off subject a little bit, but like when it comes to a game on tabletop, I'm more of a showsman. I want to give somebody the experience of playing the actual army in its full glory.
Well, it forms a narrative, a cinematic scene in your head. And another angle is it's, say if your opponent has taken the time to paint up everything and you show up with gray models.
Oh,
that's almost a disservice to them.
Oh, I agree.
That they've taken the effort and you've done nothing.
At
least prime them.
priming,
spraying them,
and base coating. Because now you can just go to Walmart if you really just want to do the bare minimum. You can go to Walmart, get yourself a can of prime that is the color of your base coat. Spray them, throw some wash on there real quick, and then dry brush them, and it will look way better than just like Rearming.
Exactly. Or get you your base color, then a little bit lighter, spray from the top, then your wash, and,
you can get
dry brush. So you got
style
well, like I said, you do the lighter one on top, wash, and then a dry brush. You've got like 2 highlight colors along with your base, and then a wash on it.
Yeah, and then you just go back and pick out details as you have time.
Yeah. Now, some armies that it's made for that. Space Marines are super easy. Necrons, super easy. Orcs, no.
Yeah.
No. Guardsmen, no. You got to pick out the boots, the gun, the helmet. With orcs, they got buckles, they got leather straps, they got plates of armor, they have teeth on a lanyard around their neck. They got patches on their pants. They got boots. They got buckles on the boots. They have piercings. They have squig hair. They have all kinds of different things that you have to paint individually. Well, you don't have to, but
it makes the model that much more vibrant to do so, though. I mean, I'm painting Buzzgob, the Big Meg. From a resin standpoint of him just being this white resin model, you like, oh, this is just an orc with
it's a white blob
crane on
over it. You can't really tell the details or see it. Yeah.
You start priming him and getting some base colors on there, you're like, holy crap.
At the details on his backpack.
Yes.
Oh my
he's got
goodness.
So many knobs and switches and buttons. He's got
a cog on his chain.
Yeah, like Flavor Flav. And he's got a bicycle chain around his neck. Yeah. You know, he's just got so much going on.
Yeah.
Even his axe has all kinds of cool plates. So, like, right now mine's base colored red with a wash over it. Now I'm going to go in there and paint the teeth of the axe a different color to kind of just make it pop.
Oh, yeah, definitely. So,
but that's what's on mine. What's going on with you?
Let's see how far we waffle with me.
Okay.
You thought you waffled. Wait till I waffle. No. Right now, I got some Team Yankee. I need to finish that. It's been up there for a couple of weeks. I'm so close to finishing at least some troop bases. And then I got a whole company to paint up. That's going to be a lot of dudes. But I just finished a Stompy yesterday. I decked him out. I blinged him up.
There you go.
I did some armor cast effects, some gun blast, a little bit of flamer from the pilot light on his Scorcha. I actually painted his lights, touched up some of the skin on the grots hanging out on it. I did some weathering powders. I weathered the glyphs on the big pole on his back. Just things to touch it up. Because he deserved it after his performance. Taking down 3 knights and an armiger. He deserved an upgrade. Some finishing, mainly just finishing touches. Because I never truly. What's that?
And he lived to the 5th turn.
He lived till the game was over with 28 wounds. I was blown away. I was starting to heal him towards the end, and he couldn't really hurt him after that. But so yeah, I got him a nice little. I used a rope, and I painted it gray. I just put gray in my hand and just kind of rubbed the rope in it, and that painted it all up to mimic braided steel.
Gotcha.
Cable. It's kind of what I was going for. So that's kind of hanging around his neck with some trophies from.
There you go.
I thought about doing like a boss pole type thing, but I didn't want him even more busy on the top. I didn't want that.
Right.
And it would require plasticard and bits and gluing and more painting. And I'm like, no, this is supposed to be simple. So I got him knocked out yesterday. I have a drawer of built minis now that I just kind of put in my drawer so dust doesn't collect on them. So I got that. In there I have Captain Badbruck. He's built. I got him pinned with a pin in his foot to put in my Green Stuff World paint handle. He's ready to paint. I just hadn't done him yet. 4 shooters that go in the battle wagon. 4 orc shooter boys. Big shooter boys. 1 more ammo runt is in the drawer. And in the drawer I got I forget his name, but it's Infinity. My JSA Infinity. It's a Ryukin number 9 or Ryu number 9 or something. It's a missile launcher dude, basically.
Gotcha.
And then I have their tag, which is, I forget what tag stands for, but it's a big robot with samurai swords.
Okay.
But his rules actually suck. But he doesn't have ways to help protect himself, I don't think. But because Infinity's kind of ruthless with some things you can do. I got him, and I'm kind of taking my time on these guys. I'm blending up. I'm blending. I'm not really using a wash except in their like recesses or some kind of mesh armor, whatever. Kind of like what Master Chief has, that black suit.
Yeah.
I'm washing that part, but as far as the armor plating, I'm starting with like a dark gray and working my way up to a white, and I'm blending it all. In red, I'm blending red with it. I'm having a lot of fun now that I kind of know how to blend, as I've learned the past few months really how to do it somewhat. I'm not great by any means, but so I got some JSA stuff. I need to build some more and get it primed up. I got bolt action for Robert, an older gentleman that I paint for.
That's right.
Every 2 weeks he shows up. I give him minis. We exchange minis and money and more minis that I take home to paint. I got 2 Jeeps, one armored Jeep and one regular Jeep for the U.S. boys.
Okay.
Yeah, that's kind of what's on my table right now. I jump around a lot.
Yeah.
Like if I get bored, like that big tag bot is kind of throwing me off right now because I'm looking at the big picture and I've been painting long enough. I know not to look at the big picture. I need to just focus on his legs is kind of what I'm doing now. But he'll freak me out, so I'll grab the ammo dealer from Cromlech out of the drawer, or I'll grab the 4 big shooter boys and I'll prime them up next. If I'm just out of it, like, nope, I'm going to go to this. I can go to Bad Ruck. Excuse me. I can go to Team Yankee. If I get bored, or not necessarily bored, but getting kind of overwhelmed. Right. Even with one mini. Because with what I do now, it takes so much time to do one when I'm trying to actually make them look nice that I can get overwhelmed myself even now. I'm like, nope, you're going in the drawer. You're going in the drawer. And the stuff in boxes is out of sight, out of mind. I don't even look at that. But yeah, that's kind of what's on the desk at the moment. So yeah, not a whole heck of a lot, but it is something, I guess. What else we got? Is that it? We're hitting the 50-minute mark now.
I say we just call it for today.
Yeah, I think that was good. That's a good one. It was a good talk.
Yeah.
Some people were nervous. They didn't know what was going to happen. But I think it came out all good in the end.
I think so too.
Cut out my my coughs and my one burp. And we'll be good.
There you go.
Well, guys, thanks for joining us today. We hope you enjoyed it and stuck there till the end. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, share, do all the good stuff, cool stuff. Give us some suggestions on topics or stuff like that.
Yeah, and tell us your opinions too, man. If you made it to the end and you're listening right now, tell us what your thoughts are on subjects we touched, and we'd like to really get to know you guys.
Yeah. I got a child staring at me. I think she needs something. You guys have a great day. Great day. Great day.